Hey there, y'all. Fun New Vegas has been beaten in a multitude of ways over the years. So, now, let's see if you can wait. I gotta ship me out of this coffin. Alright, got my seat taken. Now, I was gonna say that this ain't no normal steal and gun run. Because, while I may be using previously owned weapons, that means stuff like what I got here, Euclid C Finder. So now, I have some additions. I must get the Pimp Boy 3 billion before finishing the game, so I can be dripped out for the Battle of Hoover Dam. So yeah, and all the weapons and armors that fall under this are in the big book of rules right here, and yeah, that's it. Have fun and we're back from the technical difficulties. The goal's gone. Let's just get on with the playthrough. I named myself a really ironic name for this playthrough. And made myself a pencil eraser. You could see me in elementary school, middle school, high school. Yeah, honestly, bro, I was a big thing. I did the special stats and whole shebang, and kicked down the door into chest shop, and I sold basically everything you could buy, and bought myself a shovel. Yeah, shovel. Well, I then went over to Cazador Lane, and arrived at my destination. Chance's grave. But I had a thought. Would I really defile Chance's grave just for a measly knife? Of course I would! So then I got my way back to Good Springs, and headed towards Sloan, heading through the Black Mountain shortcut, and after I passed through Chicago, I arrived on the Strip. After I arrived on the Strip, I arrived over here at the Ultralex Casino. And then, let's mosey our way in. Well, after that, I went into the NCR embassy and spent about 20 minutes trying to kill Ambassador Crocker for, his 1 DT armor. For some reason, when I tried to kill Ambassador Crocker, he decided to phase out of existence. I don't know why, where, how. It was very confusing. But after, becoming a terrorist, I got Arcade Ganon with me because I have sub-brick intelligence. I'm that smart. And also because I do look like a pencil eraser. And I can actually use Arcade Ganon as companion because, first of all, he is a good companion. Personally, I like him. And secondly, companions have specific clothes to them. Such as Arcade Ganon has his Plasma Defender and his Ripper, along with his lab coat. So he abides by the rules of this challenge, as shown in the wiki here. I took his eyeglasses so he could come along, and we started on a journey across the wastes. I forgot that the NCR hated me and accidentally got the entirety of the NCR and Sloan killed. See, yeah, I hopped over to Prim after that. Slaughter, I kind of rescued Sheriff Beagle before heading back on the road. And on the road, I crashed yet again. After that little mishap, I got the jump on Volpes and Nipton, and turned the difficulty up to hard since I thought it was getting a little bit too easy, which I would later regret in the end game. I came up to the crashed Vertibird, and got jumped by several robots. Thinking it was Old World of Blues, I had ran away. Old World of Blues is a good DLC though. I killed Malcolm Holmes, and then I realized I could not accomplish the quest for Arcade since the NCR vilifies me. I could, but at the time I didn't realize. So I reloaded a save, and I arrived back at Cape McCarran, crashing once again. I went through a bit of the quest for Arcade Gannon, but right before going into the Tops Casino, I crashed again. After that mishap, I entered the Tops, slaughtered everyone, and finally got my first true piece of armor, Benny's suit. I skyrocketed to level 6, because fly me to the moon, baby. Putting my strength up to 9, I stopped by the strip and got jump scared by an invitation to Caesar's birthday party, and crashed on my way to it. I visited the crashed vertibird, and I got some holy hand grenades. And after that, I finally came to Caesar's birthday party at Cottonwood Cove and talked to him. And also got some brownie points for arcade. And I got out of there and dapped up Yes Man and started my way to the Gunrunners for money. Arcade went a little too fast though. I stopped by the Van Graffs using an ancient technique. But the New Vegas cons decided to punish me yet again by crashing me. I sold stuff to the Gunrunners and got Prim Slim as the new sheriff. I upgraded House's Securitrons, then killed him, and gave Yes Man the password to his Gmail account. I sat through the demonstration and began the quest for Auld Lang Syne, and it means in English, Old Long Since. And it is Latin, because Arcade Gannon is kind of weird. He's into that Latin stuff. And right after that, I crashed. I stopped by Novak and speedran Boone's quest, and I can do this, since it's solved with Boone's hat, so it's valid for the challenge. Ha! I did kill a whole group of traitors though, and after all that, I busted into the Wind's hideout and made a Detroit 2.0, which lets me have the second gun of the game. Vance's 9mm submachine gun. Arcade. Alright, Arcade. Arcade, you know what to do now. Engage in combat.
We ain't never finna talk about this, alright?
I also got some drip. Gave Daisy Whitman a lollipop, made Cannibal Johnson rethink life, almost got Dr. Henry killed, played a game of cards with Judah Kruger, and finally talked about the elections with Orion Moreno. I got the band back together, but got absolutely mauled by Moreno, so I reloaded a save. I realized that I could not fight, so I talked my way out of it, and got the Gannon family's Tesla armor, all while finishing for Auld Lang Syne. I went to Nipton and finally unloaded over 109mm rounds into Oliver Swanwick. I've always wanted to do that. I got over to the Mojave outpost and got all my gear repaired, but the NCR decided to get possessed and they all yelled. After that weird shtick they pulled, I walked around the place a bit till I got shot, and along with me dying, New Vegas decided to die too. I busted into Gamora and started How Little We Know, which is, if I'm not wrong, an unmarked quest. Just kidding. The unmarked quest is for the Pimp Boy 3 Billion. But since Cachino had his book on him with a big red sign pointing towards it, I took it and blackmailed him. New Vegas crashed because it felt like it. I don't even know at this point. But after that ordeal, I went to talk to Troik. I talked to Troik and got him out of his contract with Gamora before getting the Pimp Boy 3 Billion. I sent Boone to the Lucky 38 and bought Euclid Seafinder for only 1,000 caps. I did not have enough barter. I am not good at negotiating anything, except for that one time with the remnants. I picked up Lily as a companion, and she is all good because she only has 2 items, which is her weapons, which are both unique variants used by her only. So, we're all good there. I went to Helios 1, and because Leo didn't like Lily using a ranged weapon, it kind of crashed. I reloaded a save and had a bit of trouble along the way with Lily moving around.
Bro, she's just gone. Gone.
But even after that, Lily manipulated time itself, space and time. Just... well...
Please take cover on.
I had then connected Archimedes 2 to the power, and now I had ammo for Euclid Finder. But immediately afterwards, I crashed. I killed Motor Runner in Vault 3, and finally completed the tutorial. Yes, it took me that long, because I could not have a gun. Why do you do this? Anyways, I finally got Neffy's Golf Driver, leaving only 2 weapons left in the base game for me to get. Now, from here, I played the Old World Blues DLC. But I had gotten to a point in the Old World Blues DLC to where I could literally, quite literally, not go any further within it. I couldn't not go any further, and it just... after just 6 hours. I talked with Yes Man to start the whole shtick of me finding out who everybody was. So I met up with the Brotherhood of Steel and beat them all up with just a golf club, even though they were wearing metal armor and had Gauss rifles. Anyways, I made contact with the Great Khans. Alright, I think we made contact. I talked to Pearl and made contact with the Boomers. Honestly, not much happened with the Boomers. As I was actually going over to the White Glove Casino, New Vegas was slowly deteriorating before my eyes and crashed when I went to the casino. It is a very bad omen at this point. I do not know what's up with it. After that, I talked with Mortimer inside of the White Gloves and told Yes Man to ignore anything and everyone. Yeah, that's it. I put some ransomware on the El Dorado substation and started the Battle of Hoover Dam. I went into one of the towers and just found Lily chilling in there. She didn't come with me to the battle. It genuinely confused me. But, so I took her along for the ride. I got Yes Man into the computers of the dam and decided to bring the whole entire army of Securitrons from the fort. And the Securitron that came with me decided to phase out of existence every time he shot a laser. Every companion I'm starting to get is starting to warp time itself, space and time. But I got out of that building, and the remnants came in. But I saw a little funky hat on Judah Kruger's death. Now, okay, I kind of did kill him, and he had an Enclave officer hat. I like the hat, but I had to reload a save after that. And I also did crash too. But I got annihilated by the Legion right after I reloaded a save. And then I went into the Legion's camp and accidentally set off Euclid Finder. That happened quite a bit. And after that, I had to backtrack a bit to then fix the quest. It was getting buggy. To where I arrived at the Legate. Had a bit of trouble with Euclid Finder. But I used the gun and still lost. So I decided to do some more prepping before the battle. And I had 44 stim packs. 44! I was way overprepared. But I got back in the fight with Lily, the remnants, and that one Securitron. But crashed as soon as I entered the Legate's camp. I am not going good in this finale. I tried again, and again, and again, but failed. I have one more outlet to fight with. And that was Boone! I gave Boone Benny's suit and Vance's lucky hat, so I started preparing. I got the final weapons and armor from the Van Graffs, because, kinda just nabbed them and ran. So yeah. And gave Boone the armor. So I started the Battle of Hoover Dam with some more preparation. With 80 plus stim packs. Like, dear lord. And finally New Vegas crashed with a weird error message, actually. I had reached the Legate, and with the Super Slam perk, he had finally fallen. I met Oliver and wore his clothes right before the credits bugged out once again. So now we know that you can beat Fallout New Vegas in this ridiculous way of only using weapons that are named after people, and armors too. The challenge was quite difficult towards the end, but otherwise than that, it was very fun except for, you know what? It took in total around 15 hours and 30 minutes with a final level of 14. And a total of 15 crashes. So that could be classified as 1 crash per hour of gameplay. So ladies and gents, have fun, and I'll see you around.